Well, good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to show you a little thing here as to why you always make sure you do your pre-trips on your trailers when you pick them up. Because here I am at Procter & Gamble, showed up to pick up a trailer, and wouldn't you know it, lo and behold, boom, flat tire. Would you look at that? Everything else checks out though. But yeah, that's why you always do pre-trips on your trailers. So yeah, it goes to show I should have known that everything went too smooth this morning on the way from Arkansas to, oh yeah, there we go, Kansas City to drop off that load at the Sam's Club, Kimberly Clark. That the minute I go to pick up my next load, which is a 700 plus mile load, I should have known I'd run into trouble. But that's okay, it happens. On the bright side, at least I'm not responsible for the maintenance on the trailer, it's just the tractor. So we're gonna sit here and wait for road service to get here and make some lunch and take our break. I'll see y'all later on. Oh man, it's cold this morning. Well, good morning, everyone. Here we go. Let's get back to it. We got a long way to go to get down to Alabama. Oh, 600 miles. Let's do it to it. I'll see y'all here. Happy news, everybody. I just learned something quite incredible. Apparently these model Peterbilts here are pretty common to only suck fuel out of one tank, and it has been a problem in this fleet for a while. I didn't know about it. It could have just happened. I just noticed it when I went to go fuel for the first time in this truck. So it wasn't anything that was hidden from me. It wasn't anything like that, and I don't think I could have known anyway, because when I picked up the truck it was full of fuel, so I wouldn't have been able to know that it was only pulling from one fuel tank until I hit my first fuel stop. Luckily enough, I try to fuel early enough on to where I'm not bare boning it or redlining it on my fuel gauge, so I didn't run it out of fuel and lose the prime on the motor, luckily enough. Man, she's loud, ain't she? But anyway, so yeah, that being the case, we're going to finish off this load. Since I at least have one fuel tank I can run off of, we'll just have to be more mindful of our fuel and watch how far we're going and watch our fuel economy, so that way I can make sure to grab fuel as I need to, since I'm only running off one fuel tank right now. Because I don't think Lady Luck's going to like me enough to be able to just miraculously fix itself or hit a bump and it start working again and pulling off both tanks. It's just not my kind of luck. So, but anyway, we're going to hope for the best. We're going to keep rolling. And maybe the plan, at least what I'm thinking, my plan, is I'm going to go finish this load up in Coleman. And then I'm going to run this back up north, back up to Indiana, take it to the local Peterbilt shop, since it should be warranty work up around where I live. That way I'm at the house while the repairs are being done, and I'm not costing myself money, and I'm not spending money on hotels, and I can still run on one fuel tank. So, but I need to get this fixed so I can have both fuel tanks and be able to run further and be able to manage my time a bit better. With only running off one fuel tank, my resources are limited as to how far I can run. So, before I gotta get fuel. So, but we'll work our magic here and see what we can do. And next time I see you guys, we'll be down in Alabama. Alright, well, good evening everybody. We're back. We're gonna go and take all of this empty sailboat fuel here, and we are going to go to, I think it's Stevenson, Alabama, and we're gonna go get loaded with some, I'm assuming, I think it's paper product. I'm not sure. It don't tell me what I was picking up. But
continue 1/4 mile to the end of the street, then turn right.
It looks like a paper plant. At least the ones that I'm used to seeing. They look like that paper plants. But I do have some good news. We'll see though.
Turn right on East Pike Road.
It appears that all I needed to do, was get down to some warmer weather here, and my other fuel tank will start working. So we're gonna go grab this and pick it up. We're gonna run it up north to Indiana, and if my fuel tank don't start working, we're gonna be going into the shop Monday. So if not, we're gonna roll on through, and we're gonna drop this thing off and grab our next load, and we're going to plan on doing things a little bit differently. So it's all gonna depend on what ends up coming up with these fuel tanks. So, all right. We're up here in Indianapolis. We're gonna go drop this Peterbilt off at the shop. Come to find out, it's still only sucking fuel from one tank. So apparently this truck is sucking on the fuel right now. So when they said embrace the suck and buck up and get ready for hard times, well, they weren't wrong. The only thing I can hope for is that this is actually a really quick fix, and Peterbilt does a great job like they always do as far as the wait time goes and getting parts in and all that good stuff. So that's going to be it for this week, for this video. So once I know something, you guys will know something, and as soon as I get the answers as to what's going on, you'll be the first to know. So until then, I'm going to go home, and I'm going to sit down and relax and enjoy not being in a hotel room, because I'm going to get the maintenance done at a shop that's in my local area, which is one of the nice things about with having picked out the truck I did, is there's a local shop that I can go to that allows me to be able to get my truck and maintenance done while I'm at the house, rather than have to spend money on hotels. So One little bit of advice I did find when I was looking about what truck to get when I started this whole endeavor with, running my own business and things of that nature, and what truck to pick. And that's one of the things I remember hearing was, you want to get a truck that, one, is reliable, and two, when there's a maintenance shop that will work on that type of truck around where you live. So those were two kind of common things I always heard and kind of took and listened to as I made my decisions. So take it for what it is. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do, but that's the advice I took. And well, here we go. Here's our first stumbling block on this adventure, and I'll let you know what it ends up costing or how much time it costs and all that stuff once everything gets done. So until then.